I'd say I've been on a good high. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I've just come back from the Dominican Republic. Fantastic trip with the boys. And I very much needed it as well. Like, obviously, I'd not gone on holiday since last year, end of May, June, to Miami, but it's like it got to the point. I was saying to you, look, like a couple months ago, I was like, I need a break now. Like, just kind of, it's not even work or anything. I was just like, I just need to check out for a bit, innit? So just like when we done the episode, yeah, the day we done the episode with Vic was the day I put my out of office on. So you lot could see my excitement that day, innit? And then day after, just doing some last minute running around, getting last minute stuff. And usually I'm not last minute for like holidays or big holidays. But this one I was real last minute. Like I was still buying a few stuff on the final day before. Didn't finish. I had to be up at like 6 a.m. or something, but I didn't finish packing until like 1:30.
AM.
Yeah, no, and usually I'm never like that. I'll usually easily be done the day before, like I can rest that night, etc. But I was like, that just contributed into like the first 3 days or so. I think I had like 10 hours sleep in the first 3 days from that night before up until like the first 2 days of the holiday, because you wake up like by default you have to wake up early no matter what time you go to bed. The man them will all go eat breakfast together and stuff. And some of the boys just wake up really early. I was like, all right, first 2 days in the trip, I won't be a dickhead. I'll actually eat breakfast with them. After that, I'll stretch it or whatever.
Yeah.
But people were stretching it long enough that you can come in a bit later and stuff like that. And then, yeah, eat your food and then you go get a tequila shot or something like that. Tequila for breakfast. So, yeah, no, it was proper blessed, man. Proper good trip with the boys.
Nice.
Definitely one for the memoirs. Great bants, like unlimited banter throughout. Like I've been on some very good trips with the Mandem and stuff like that. This one, the banter was absolutely endless, stupendously endless. And DR, like it's just like anytime obviously you've been to a couple Caribbean countries, so you can kind of tell in it. And now, anytime I travel, I always say it out of my off season of traveling anyway, that there's so much to the world. But when you're actually abroad, you're like, bro, like everyone's here in it. You get me? If I need to move away, I will in it. Obviously, if a great opportunity was to come to it, and depending on circumstances and stuff like that. But bro, there's still so much of this world I've got to see. I still need to go see enough of this world. Like the other side of the world, I've not really been to. I've just done like say, Caribbean countries, Central America, America. Whereas like the Asian countries, I've not done.
South America.
Yeah, I've not done South America properly. Well, I say properly, I've not actually done South America. Mexico's Central America, so yeah, it's just like, and I'm even thinking, I'm like, bro, I still haven't done more than enough in terms of the American regions, Central America, South America. Then I'm thinking I've not even gone to any of the Asian countries yet, or like that side of the world completely. So I'm like, bruh, yeah, I just thought on the way back, or even a couple of days, like I think day 3 or 4, I was counting down my T days. I was like T-1. I was like, damn, like not trying to depress myself, but I was like, back to reality soon. But at the same time, I was using that as motivation to somewhat, whether it's whoever I go with, boys, by myself, whatever, or if my future partner, etc., is planning where next in the world. Not necessarily putting like a seal on it, but like keeping options open and stuff like that. So yeah, no, it's definitely enlightened me further. Get me?
Traveling will do that, man.
No, it does.
The world is massive and there's so much of it that no one ever gets to see.
Bro,
And then when
literally.
you get to see it, how it opens your eyes to it, it's special. Because I obviously just from international duty, the places I go, like I'd never ever come here.
Bro, no, real talk.
And when you see the way of life and the way that people live, and you're like, oh, I understand. Like, and then you kind of want to explore more to see what other people live in like.
Yeah.
Those regions of the world and just anywhere in the world that's not your home, and
Yeah.
that's not similar to your home, is very interesting.
No, it is.
And like all you want to do after that is go out and explore and explore.
Bro, like it just, even when you're saying that, I think of those, like say Instagrammers or social media presence that do the traveling around the world and document it. And obviously, some of their videos come onto my feed, and I'm like, I rate you, man, big time. Like, it's like to be fair, there's never a age limit on when you can start something, but things like that is I somewhat wish I started that early. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I can still do it, but just like when less mental life pressure and stuff like that, and you're just like, bro. And the thing with me, I naturally like love culture, innit? So I'm open to learning about other cultures in general. Like, I hold my culture like quite closely. I'd like to think so, anyway. And there's still so much more within my own culture that I know I need to learn and I want to learn. So I even just like, even during the trip, I was like, I'm trying to plan my next trip to Sierra Leone again, because I went a couple years ago and I was like, yeah, I need to be back here, need to be back home more often. 'Cause yeah, bro, life just moves on, bruv. Like if your people are in the UK, etc., they're gonna be there. If they're not, like ideally, I want more of my people around the world, so I have more impetus to visit certain people in certain places. And I say to others like. I get jealous of them in the sense that when they've actually got cousins their age, for instance, in certain locations, like let's just say for America, for instance, in certain American locations, whereas like my cousins in America, I think the oldest one just turned 18, for instance. Do you know what I mean?
Really
Yeah. Like we went when I was the first time when I was like 13 and he was just born, I believe, I might be wrong, around that time, yeah. So, whereas, like, I don't know if you have, but if you've got cousins that age.
Not in the US.
Yeah.
Like, all of my cousins are based here.
Okay.
But all of them now like to travel. Like one of my cousins, Jordan, who we recorded at us.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's
big
now,
up Jordan.
Yes. Jordan's always traveling. Like Nigeria, she was in Nigeria 2 weeks ago. She's in Canada this week. She was in Jordan. You know, she was in Jordan.
Apparently, Jordan's beautiful.
Yeah, look nice.
Yeah, I know someone that's been there as well.
Yeah, so she was there. She's been traveling, and like we're trying to plan a trip to Grenada.
What, a family one?
Cousins one.
That would be sick.
Yeah,
so.
Cousins one, because we wanted to go out for carnival. So we've been trying to plan a trip to Grenada.
When's the Grenada and carnival?
August times.
Okay.
Yeah, well, not August time. Sorry, like nowish. June. What month?
We're May now.
April, May, June. No, like June. It's just before the games. Because remember last time they had carnival on the pitch.
yeah, actually, I remember you said
it's coming up. To be fair. So yeah, we all wanted to go out there for that. But no, like traveling the world, and people have said to me, if I didn't play, they're like, oh, if you didn't play sports, you know the best thing you should have done in your 20s, or like while you're in your 20s, travel.
Yeah.
Because one of my boys' brothers, he's traveled around the world to all of East Asia, all of Asia, speaks Mandarin. Like, he worked in those countries because, you know, you got to get a job when you're out.
Yeah.
He's done that. And when I spoke to him, he was just like, bro, travel the world, because there's nothing better than seeing culture in every other country and seeing other ways of living just compared to yourself. And he said, you'll appreciate everything back home 100 times more if you go and travel and see how other people are living. And then you realize that you don't need everything that you think you need.
Yeah, bro. Literally, you actually don't.
Like, you literally don't need as much as you really think you need. And that's what he was saying to me. And it put things into perspective. And I was like, when I do travel, when I get the opportunities to travel, I now like to look out for those things to see, okay, they're living and enjoying themselves with this. Why can't I live and enjoy myself with the same thing? I
think it's just our environment. So, like, by default, not to say those places don't, but we like the finer, nicer things effectively. So the more expensive stuff. And don't get me wrong, man, will still like buy them and stuff. But I know when I go to certain places, like, me in general, I don't really care what people think, even here. But they're gonna care even less. Do you know what I mean? So like,
they don't know what that thing is you're putting on
bro.
Your body, or they don't know that.
Literally, so it's just like, bruv.
Like when you're dropping fits in these countries, and people are looking at you thinking.
Whereas, like in the Western world, effectively, but to be fair, even in like a lot of countries that have somewhat of our cultural mindset. I'm talking about like UK, US, or designer. You see it with Middle East and stuff like that. It's like, bro, it's like sometimes it is a bit all a facade, but at the same time, like I understand the way of living in both aspects. Like he could call us a hypocrite in that sense, but it's like it's such as life.
Right.
Like I'm still gonna spend this much on that. You get me? So like, whereas I was saying it to one of my boys, his ex teammate, what's the guy's name? Liam Trotter. I don't know if you.
Oh yeah.
I came across his Instagram like.
I was about to say one of my agent's names, but yeah.
I came across his Instagram a few months ago, and I don't know if he's still currently traveling because I think he retired like a year or two ago. And him and his missus, I believe, bro, like they were climbing, like climbing volcanoes and stuff. I can't remember what country it was in, but like I just started going down their feeds and stuff, like going on. But I was like, yo, like. You wouldn't think of it, and me definitely not, regardless of my profession. Yeah. Like that shit's never really appealed to me. But when I'm seeing it, I'm like, yo, like maybe I may twist my arm one day and want to climb a volcano. Who knows? Okay. And I remember I was saying to my boy, I was like, bruv, like man's retired from football. He's gone like not the most typical route that a footballer would do, going to the coaching or promoting somewhat their business and stuff like that. Obviously, not to say I don't know his personal life, innit? But it looks like he's just gone to travel the world.
He's just gone to enjoy his life.
Yeah, and just getting with literally every environment and I said to my boy, I was like, bro, I rate him big time. I was like, if you speak to him, tell him I said I rate him for that, bro. It's like, just when you see his Insta page, I was like, bro, it's like, it might seem basic, but it's just like, fam. There's too much to the world that I feel like, especially here or with our mindset, with the way, like we always say, especially with like inflation or how times could get harder. It's like, bro, if you put your mind to it in the sense that, or put a little money aside, plan properly, you can actually do certain stuff in it.
Honestly, you could actually do whatever you want to do if you just plan.
Yeah, man.
For it.
People say, "Oh, why you go on these like some not expensive holidays to an extent?" And I was like, "Bro, I don't just do it off the cuff.
Yeah,
like it's not. If you said to me, we're going to this place of the world in 3-4 months, I'll be like, no, I'm not. You can go, I'm not. But if you give me at least 8-9 months planning, bro, I'm putting money aside every month. I'm not paying for it in one lump sum because I'm being realistic with myself. I know if you've given me 8-9 months minimum in advance, then we can set. If you've started the planning from a year before, I'm like, all right, cool. I know how I can budget myself, and I'm willing to do that sacrifice, like push certain things out the window, and then do that for a period of time for me to enjoy myself, whether it's for a week, 2 weeks, and like we spoke about, like we spoke about on episodes. Was it Deji that asked, or was it you that asked the money versus experience?
Yeah. Oh yeah, money. That's the question I asked.
Yeah, and she's like, bro, and it kind of come up in like a work call. I think I asked the question on a work call on my return to work, and she's like, bro, there's certain things. I got the question up now. Actually, I might ask you now. Where is it?
Yeah, that money versus experience one was.
Yeah, to be fair, you kind of already answered, but I asked on my work, like in my team call, what's one thing you never feel guilty spending money on? And then,
okay.
so basically, we kind of did answer it to an extent, but I was like, bro, like certain experiences doesn't matter the cost of it, just do it. Like,
you're never gonna get that experience ever again, but guess what? You're gonna get that money back,
bro. No cap. It's that bad. I didn't even look at my spending when I come back, because usually I kind of do, but I was like, bro, like obviously most things it was all inclusive anyway, and in that aspect we only spent money more so when we're out going out, out like out the resort and stuff like that, but or doing like activities like the ATVs, go visit the caves and all that stuff.
But that's still an experience,
bro. Like fam, I can't be doing ATV here through the local, like, but even in the UK, like through, like I'd say local villages, that's where we were, innit? Yeah. And obviously, like the local residents, like the kids were clapping for us, waving for us, like the mums were as well. Drop them some people. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, bro, like, man's on it and I'm fully taking in, like, my surroundings. Do you know what I mean? So, even though there was mud on my glasses and my eyes and that, I was like, bro, life is beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Life is beautiful. Life is for living. You got to enjoy this life, bro.
That's exactly it. Life is for living.
Mate, like we always say with you, cause of football, and you state as well, you appreciate more so what you're going to see, what you're going to visit. And yeah, playing for a Caribbean country,
you see everything.
You're going to places you never thought you'd imagine.
Never, ever.
Compared to, like, if you're playing for England, obviously England's the pinnacle, but you're just playing in Europe. Yeah, like, that's the extravagant place in Europe, if you think about it, because it's somewhere you wouldn't really go to book. Whereas, like,
the Caribbean, like, I saw in our group, we had St. Martin, St. Lucia, Curacao, and we're going Bahamas soon.
Is it?
So,
jeez,
like, come on, people pay tens of thousands of pounds to go to these countries,
mate,
and I get the opportunity to go and play football there for free.
And then say if that's your second game or something, you can actually chill there for like, bro.
Do you get what I mean? So, like, I can't. There's no experience in my life I'll ever take for granted.
Yeah,
I understand how much it's worth at the same time to me, and I also understand that, like, just being here, not many people get to experience this.
Bro, no, for real.
I gotta take it and embrace it and just go and literally run with it and ride with it for as long as I can.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because another thing, network, bro, you're gonna meet people across the world.
Oh, 100%.
Like that you not never thought you'd meet, but that you just wouldn't meet on your day-to-day here, innit? Like in our episode that we've got coming out soon with our special guest, when he was telling us about certain people that he networked with, do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So, like, and that's how I always, anytime I travel, I always try to, I don't always try to, but I keep on saying always. I like to make advantage of the fact that if I can network, like, or staying in contact with one or two people.
Right.
Like, so if I'm like, yo, if you come London, hit me up. Vice versa, like, our friend of the show, Grammy Award winner. You get me? Like, me and him still message. Like, when he saw me at the Man City Palace game, he's like, bro, you get to watch Man City. I get to watch Inter Miami. I said, bro, you're watching Messi, the greatest player. He said, that's just it. He said, that's just it. And he's a big football fan. So, like, me and him still stay in contact. It's like, bro, when you come London, hit man up. Vice versa. And then boom. So, bro, there's too much to the world, man. You can't limit yourself. Absolutely no chance. That, yo, everyone's here. Do what you want.
It's true.
Literally do what you want.
No one's going anywhere, and
if they are, bro, such is life. Yeah.
Same way they'll come and visit you. You have to enjoy your life at the start, and then, you know, and when you get enough money and you get everything that you want, bring all the people that you want with you,
bro.
You tell them to come experience it with you,
bro. Well, what I don't know what day it was last week. I just said to you and Deji, I was like, we need to do an episode abroad. And you said you'll look into it. That was it. That's it, bro.
You see me. Wherever.
It's like, bro.
Whoever wants to see Jacob and whoever wants to see Joe and whoever wants to see Deji,
bro.
We'll come to you.
Hey, God willing. Hey, God willing, but we're gonna be in that position where it's like, bro, F it, let's go here for 2 weeks and let's do this.
Soon.
Get me, take our equipment, boom, bruv, get me, and then just out here. And then if I don't book that return flight, you know what? so there we go.
Oh man.
But yeah,
traveling life,
mate. Again, it is. Look, I'm just the worst thing. Yeah, obviously the camera's in front of us, but I can see Jacob's like Grenada shirt in the corner of my eye, and I'm thinking, when am I going Grenada next? Like, it's all framed up. I'm like, yeah, I need to go and get my thing as well. I need to go Grenada and cheer on my boy. So yeah, man, bro, life. So Grenada and FA, when you watch this, like when Jacob's booking these tickets, plus 1 or 2, 3, 4, yeah.
GFA, you see you.
Yeah. Yeah, GFA. Me and Deji need to roll, you get me? So, it's business.
That's right, it's true.
It's business. Transactional and all that stuff. Just you cover the transactions.
Yeah, no money about
and then we'll bring the content and everything. I know people I can promote for you, but yeah, nah, bro, trust it's real life, man. It's sick. So definitely looking forward to the next trip. Don't know what it is.
Whatever it is.
Well, the next major trip, for instance, yeah. But definitely don't know what it is. And to be fair, even small trips, can't take them for granted as well. Because that's another thing, like that. Nah, I want to solo travel, hopefully at some point this year, being realistic if it happens or not. But then, obviously, want to start off small, and then
gradually grow.
Yeah, like, because not you finding yourself when you're by yourself, for instance, but you'll know whether you can do a long haul, all that stuff. And
what you want to do and what you don't want to do. And when you're by yourself, you have to really network with people that you don't know.
Yeah.
You kind of have to speak to people. Just to go out and chat.
Yeah. No, it's true.
That's probably the best way to network.
So, yeah, no, definitely one for the future. I watch the space, who knows?